Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
Whoa! What's up, A&M fam? Today we're gonna be taking you through the
conspiracy theories about your favorite nostalgic kid shows.
Let's go.
Let's get it.
We're ready to rock and roll.
Our first conspiracy theory suggests that all of the Rugrats babies are dead, and they are just figments of Angelica's imagination. This would also explain why Chucky's dad was always such a mess, and why Tommy's dad was so obsessed with making toys. It just helped him cope with the loss of his son.
Super dark, but can we please move on to the second one? This one might take us all by surprise, but the conspiracy says that the Simpsons are actually geniuses. They just choose to be dumb because they're more happy that way. This would explain why Lisa, the only one that acts smart in the entire family, is super miserable. This could be proven in one episode where Homer Simpson takes out the crayon out of his brain, becomes super smart, but decides to shove it back up his brain to become dumb because he says that he's actually happier that way. That is wild.
I'm not sure who remembers this show, but the conspiracy says that Helga is actually the main character of the show, hence why she always has so many long monologues. And also, the one reason the show is called Hey Arnold, not Arnold, is because Helga is so in love with Arnold, she always says, "Hey Arnold," when she calls him.
This one for sure is gonna mess up the way that I view this movie forever, but here's the conspiracy. The word Nemo in Latin actually means no one. You get where I'm going with this? The conspiracy says that Marlin, Nemo's dad, is actually imagining Nemo as a way to cope with his wife's death that you see at the beginning of the movie. It's a dark theory.
Ooh, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? All love the deadly sins. That's exactly what the conspiracy says. Each SpongeBob character represents one of the deadly sins. SpongeBob is lust, Mr. Krabs is greed, Patrick is sloth, Squidward is wrath, and you can figure out the rest. And when you figure it out, make sure you comment that down below.
Ever find it so ironic that Courage does a bunch of brave tasks in the show, but he's called a cowardly dog? Yeah, well, this conspiracy theory might explain that. The theory suggests that Courage is actually just a super stressed out dog and doesn't know his surroundings, and that's why he thinks he lives in the middle of nowhere. To add insult to injury on that, everyone that's outside of Eustace and Muriel, his owners, seems like a big scary monster of some sort. Why? Because he doesn't know them. Lastly, every time you see Eustace put on that mask and scare him, they're guessing that it's just him hitting Courage with a newspaper. Can't really explain all the shape-shifting though.
Dexter, I'm so glad you're here. I need your help.
This theory suggests that Dexter actually created his family in his own laboratory. The evidence to back this up is the fact that Dexter is actually able to create clones in his laboratory. This would explain why his parents are so oblivious to the actual fact that he has a laboratory.
Johnny Bravo! This theory is actually pretty crazy and super believable. The theory suggests that Johnny Bravo is actually not a man as he's portrayed to be in the show at all. Think about it. His best friend is a little 8-year-old girl and he's always getting denied by these older women. Why do you think that is? The theory suggests that he's actually just a wimpy kid and this is just his bravado. Get it? Johnny Bravo? Oh my god, that's so crazy!
Let it go. Let it go. Elsa and Anna have a brother. Yes, you heard it right. Elsa and Anna have a brother, and his name is Tarzan. At the beginning of Frozen, we see that Elsa and Anna's parents got shipwrecked. But little do we know that they did not die. They actually got washed up ashore in a jungle island. They had Tarzan, a baby boy. They built a tree house and got eaten by a leopard.
Pinky and the Brain is one of my favorite shows just for the simple fact that my dad showed me that show and that he said that that was his favorite cartoon show. So let me explain this theory to you guys. Pinky and the Brain is about two lab rats.
One is a genius, the other's insane.
The brain, who we assume to be the smart one, usually is the one coming up with the plans and doing all this crazy stuff. Pinky, however, the one that we assume is the dumb one, is oftentimes telling him before he even tries out the experiment that this might not work because XYZ. We think because Pinky is stupid, or we assume he's stupid, that he's just saying this because he's paranoid. But in actuality, the plan almost never works at what the brain does, and Pinky oftentimes has to help him fix it. So in that scenario, who's the dumb one?
Scooby-Doo is actually about teenagers trying to escape the draft. This would explain why the show was released in 1969 at the height of the Vietnam War. Those of you who didn't know. To add on to this theory, Fred actually got drafted to the war and wanted to run away with his fiancée Daphne. Also, Shaggy being a hippie and Velma being an activist were opposed to the war, so they ran away as well.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Because you don't exist. Let me explain. Yes, you heard me. It's true. I said it. Fight me.
Scooby-Doo isn't real. Let's just focus on that.
So the theory suggests that Scooby-Doo is just a hallucination in Shaggy's mind because he's always so damn high. And that the Scooby snacks, yes, the Scooby snacks are just more drugs, and that's why he gets, you know, more courage. There, I said it.
We've officially ruined your childhood too much for today.
Also on TikTok at Alchemore. Until next time, you guys keep rocking.
We'll keep rolling.
And we're gonna catch you guys next time. Whoa.
Bye.